Hi everyone, today I am answering a question from a Growing Marriage community member. Thank you for that one. They asked, how do you not fight about money when one spouse is a spender? This question was an easier one for me to answer because I have definitely done some work in this area in my own marriage. I would consider myself the saver and my husband the spender, although the gap between us has been closing over the years. And I absolutely attribute that to these top 5 tips that I am going to share with you. But before I do, I just want to acknowledge the fact that saver does sound a bit better than spender, and that is not my intention at all. Just think of it as more relaxed about money. Alright, so my tip number 1 is understand what money means to you. That's right, you. Money represents a lot of different things for different people, but I'd say for the majority of savers, it means safety. And for the majorities of spenders, it represents freedom. And this is really important to understand for the savers especially, because sometimes you can feel a little bit superior or more mature than your spouse. So figure out how you really are feeling about having a bit more wiggle room in your bank account versus just scraping by, and then start a conversation with your spouse about it. This would be a good time to share those insights, suspend judgment, investigate what your childhood taught you about money, and be curious together. This is a good time to practice acceptance and understanding and realize there really aren't any good or bad ways. Tip number 2, investigate together where your money is going every month. Sit down, open up your online banking account and look at the previous month. Tally up what you have been spending on eating out, on clothing, on coffee runs, on anything that is tricky to track, because for the saver, they are going to have more of a pessimistic outlook on what's going on, and for the spender, it's going to be a bit more optimistic. So when you look at the cold, hard facts, you can't argue about it anymore. It's just right there, and then you can move to tip number 3, create a budget together and include an allowance for both of you. I don't care if it's only $10 a week. Each spouse needs to feel like there's some free money that they can either save or spend or do whatever they want with. This made a huge difference in our marriage, and I really encourage you to do this as well. Take out the money every week, put it in your wallet, it's yours. Tip number 4, give money as presents to your spouse. So at least once or twice a year, they get a big lump sum of money that they can do whatever they want with. Freedom! And remember, don't criticize what they spend it on. Like, I'm so happy that my husband bought a new fancy fast motor for his remote control truck so that the first time he took it out, the wheels spun off of it. And my last tip, tip number 5, is acknowledge the ways that your spouse and their feelings about money help you and your family. For example, I probably would still be sleeping on a nasty 20-year-old mattress if it wasn't for my husband. He encourages me to invest in my career and my business when I don't even want to spend the money. When I want to go on a clothing shopping spree, he says, go for it. When we are buying gifts for our kids, he usually invests in some really good quality stuff that lasts. And when our friends need help, he's really generous. He never makes me feel guilty about buying anything, and when I'm stressed about money or a bank balance, he reassures me. It's nice. So thanks to all you spender spouses out there. You help us not be so cheap and anxious about money. Thanks for watching. I hope this has been helpful and that you can implement some of these tips right away in your marriage and see some results. I really enjoyed answering this question, so if you have one for me, you can email me at Janna, Janna @growingmarriage.com. I'll put that in the description below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, and I will see you next week for another video. Bye!